coming on live, myself in summer, and we're going to be talking about our spiritual experiences, what we've experienced in the past, and then what has happened since then, and also what has transpired most recently. So, like, we're talking about what has happened in the years prior, and then we're also talking about our spiritual experiences that have happened recently. I know I've had a couple experiences recently. It feels lately like the veil is thinning for me. I seem to be able to hear and feel and sense my angels more easily. And it's been really interesting. They're coming right in my ear. I can hear them very clearly. And it's just more noticeable in the last week or so. Hello, guys. Hello, my little daughter, Princess. me and Princess have a running joke, but I think it's somewhat accurate, Princess. Not the daughter part, the mommy part. So yeah, myself and Summer are going to jump on and just talk about our experiences. Some of the experiences I've had recently. I have a giant Himalayan pink salt lamp, and I was sitting on the couch. I just turned it off 10 minutes prior, and I heard a click noise, because you have to manually turn it on by the little knobby here. And I heard the click, and I look over, and the lamp came on by itself. Does anybody have any guesses who did that? So that was really interesting. I was like, all right. So, for me, I find it humorous and somewhat amusing, because I know who's here, I know who's doing it, but I'll tell you, if you weren't communicating or somewhat aware of the energy around you, I would say that you would definitely maybe have a little panic attack. But ultimately, sometimes spirit does certain things to get your attention. So yeah, that was pretty entertaining. So I'm just waiting for Summer to pop on here, let me know that she's here, and then I'm gonna invite her on camera with me. And hi guys. And so yeah, so anyways, someone was playing a little prank on me that day. A few other things happened that day in front of myself and my good friend Alyssa, and we were both looking at each other like, same energy coming through, playing a prank on us while we were in an elevator. That was interesting. I've never been in an elevator that started to go up, and before it hit the next floor, it stopped midway and went and jerked right back down. And we both looked at each other like, what is going on? And then the elevator just filled up with this energy of this individual playing a prank on us, and I was like, oh my god. I was kind of surprised that the elevator is getting operated temporarily by spirit. I was like, oh my god. What is happening? But I'm not entirely surprised, okay? Spirit is energy. Yeah, Alyssa's saying it sure was cool. Oh man, we were both like, so bright-eyed. And then we were actually going to the gym. So we were going up this elevator, one floor up, to get into the gym. And then this happened. And we were like, because picture you're going up in the elevator and it stops halfway and comes back down, and it was kind of a drop. And when we looked out, I didn't see anybody. There was no one there pressing any buttons. And we were just like, oh my god. So we get off and we get into the gym, and this energy's following us and really expansive, wants to have a chat with us. And I was like, okay, all right then. And I don't think Alyssa had experienced spirit, expanding, and it really had not dawned on her how strong spirit could come through, I don't think, because I think that was the strongest for you, wasn't it, Alyssa? I've experienced spirit to come through that strongly previously, but it would most definitely always come through as being an ascended master. So yeah, that was pretty entertaining. I'm not sure where Summer is, so I'm just gonna have a quick look here and see where she's. Okay, so I've just sent her a message. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. One way you know that spirit really wants to talk to you is spirit goes right, it can get really on your back. So it just comes right along your back and up over your head. I won't say attaching itself, but just cozying up. And then it's easy to relay a message when the energy is really close. So anyways, I was like, okay, I'm getting this energy right on my back here and it wants to say something. And I said, Alyssa, are you experiencing that too? And she's like, yeah, but it's mostly on you. So we were side by side on our stationary bikes working out. And I'm channeling a message from spirit. So that was an entertaining afternoon. Hey, Alyssa. So I'm not sure where Summer is, but maybe Alyssa would like to come on with me and chat. And if that's okay, Alyssa, and just let me know when you're ready, and then we'll do it. We'll chat about what experience we had the other day. That was like an all day event for me. The lamps turning on, elevators going wonky, and then this energy was goofing off behind us and pretending like it was working out in the gym. I was like, how do I even keep a straight face to even relay the message? Okay, so I'm gonna just add a little. Oh, Summer's here. Awesome. Okay, so here we go. I'm just gonna add Summer on here with me. Where can I do that? Okay, I've sent you an invite, Summer. I've sent you an invite, so let me know if you're getting that. Yeah, so that was quite the day. Yeah. You know why I'm so enthusiastic? I think. Well, I'd say I always say this to Alyssa. I was born like this. Like, I remember my aunt always saying to me, when you were a little kid, you sat in the high chair and you looked around at the whole table. You were about 1.5, 2 years old. And I would sit there and I was observing everybody as if I was really partaking in the conversation. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. So from that day on, but then the other reason why I think I am the way that I am is because when you start to chat with spirit all the time and you're chatting with these high vibrational beings, I mean, they're cracking jokes. Come Summer. So yeah. Hopefully this works. There she is.
Hey guys, so sorry about that. Wow, I'm super wide. This is weird.
Well, to me, you're just half the screen. I can see you perfectly.
Okay. All right. It looks like I'm like super stretchy for some reason.
No.
That's weird. No. Okay. Hey gang, sorry about that. Sorry it took me a minute. I always seem to have technical difficulties getting connected to these things.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Ashley was trying to go live with Gloria today and they were just having technical difficulties too. So I was like, fingers crossed.
I couldn't find the event, but here I am. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
You know what I was just talking about? I was talking about how when you're connecting with spirit lifts your spirits up. They're cracking jokes, they're goofing
Oh,
off.
big time.
Oh,
Big
like
time
like
for me.
oh,
Absolutely.
and they want to rise out of you too. They can't wait to like do a little prank on you or like
Exactly.
you notice
Yeah,
that too.
that's the thing too. That's like what drew me to you specifically, Kristen, is
Yeah.
because you're so like you're always cracking jokes and you're just very like silly with them and they're silly back with you. And that's
Yeah.
like I told my team when I first started connecting with them, I'm like, you guys, like there's gonna be some serious moments, but I'm gonna need some humor. Give me that humor. Like joke with me. Give me that tough love with that humor because that's what's gonna resonate with me the best. That's what's gonna
It,
stick.
it
So
creates a nice balance, doesn't it? I mean,
for sure.
life can get too serious. The world's too serious.
Exactly.
I mean, I can be
Exactly.
serious, but I like to have fun too.
Exactly. Yeah, nice balance. That's the key for sure.
Yeah, nice balance. And I think that's why, like, I'll never hear my guardian angel say to me, "Come on, get up. You got to get working. Come on. I want you to be busier and I want you to rush
Right?
around in life." She
That's my
never says
ego
that.
doing that. That's my ego going,
Yeah,
Summer, get off your butt. You need to be
totally.
more productive. And angels are just like, chill out. All right, let's
Just
just,
chill out.
we have some downloads to process. We have some
Yes,
emotions to go
exactly.
through. Ooh, chapter
Literally, they're
one.
incoming energy, time to rest and
Yep.
relax. And I'm like,
Just
okay,
surrender. Okay,
surrender,
white flag.
be in a space of allowing. Oh, what does that
Yes.
mean? Oh, and
Right.
then they'll tell you what that means.
That
So,
means let
so
go. Stop resisting.
yeah, or stop overthinking and overanalyzing is another thing too.
That's
So,
the thing. Shut this off.
oh
Shut
yeah,
this
I mean,
off.
my God, or
Listen to this.
redirect it. If it keeps
Right.
going down the
Right.
boo-hoo, poor me, pity party, low vibrational thinking
Yeah.
path, which
Spirit doesn't do that.
we all know spirit doesn't do that. And my angel's not sitting there like, oh, you poor thing. Oh,
Exactly.
it's hard. No. I think people are pretty amazed actually when they come for a reading and they see that their angels are direct and to the point. Just giving them feedback to help them. They're not feeling sorry for us. They're not. They're
Exactly.
not like. They're not like. Oh, well, they do tell us that they love us and they're comforting us, but they're
Yeah,
not feeling sorry
exactly.
for us. And there's no pity party over here.
And
So
I've never felt judged or scolded. I've never felt like, it's just like,
no,
okay, well, you're still learning this lesson and
totally.
that's okay, you know?
I totally agree with you. And they're never telling you you got to do this and you got to do that.
Yeah.
There's no like none of that. We're in a free
Yep.
will zone. So if we want to mess this
Exactly.
up ourselves and party for one, am I
Which I
right?
have done. Been there,
Oh
got the
yeah.
t-shirt. Yeah.
Let's get on that train. Let's not. so so in the past when you've had like I know you are extremely empathic. I mean, everybody I think has a level of empathy, right? Empathic meaning really sensitive to energy. And I mean, some people are more open or more sensitive than others.
Hmm.
In my past, I've cracked it up to kind of tuning out energy and trying to numb myself by having a few drinks, which was not
Big
helping.
time.
Yeah,
Big
you
time.
do? I didn't
Up
know that about
until recently. And
I thought
actually,
I was
I'll
the
be
only one.
honest, I'll still have a little cocktail here and there because I don't know if you guys can hear the echo, but I'm sitting in my empty
No,
house.
I
It's
don't
so
hear
funny.
it.
Okay, good. Because I'm sitting in my empty house I moved out of because I figured if I get into the new space, I'll just be able to come back here to my old house. It'll be more like a work site. I can get everything cleaned up
Oh,
and fixed up and get the place listed. You guys, I moved to the new place in the middle of May and I'm still
oh,
working on this. And I get so
work in
tempted to beat
progress.
myself up about how long it's taking me. But I'm getting so many because of all of the experiences, all of these things that I'm confronting in my home that I ignored for so long. You know, I went through abuse in this home. So all of
Oh,
these things that I'm slowly confronting and processing and just giving myself the time to just be like, it's okay. We don't need to get this done like this. You are on your own divine timing and it's taking this long because it needs to take this long and be gentle with you. So I'm learning.
it's almost like, you know, it's so good to meet other like minded souls and like connect with other high vibrational people online, like you
That's
did
the best part
in
about
the
the
course.
course.
It builds you
The
up.
people. It
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Like I'm getting crazy chills right now, and it's I just
Mhm.
the
The connection.
connections, you guys, alone. I mean, there are people from all over the world in this course, and it's
Yeah.
such like it
I
seems like
love
a
it.
big number, but it's a really intimate, safe little group. Like intuitive angel messages, intimate and safe, but it's almost like I don't want to say VIP because that but you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like the little lounge where we can come even closer and you can expose your soft little underbelly, and it's okay. We're there to encourage each other. And it's funny because during 101, I couldn't stand when people said this about me because they're like, no, I never wanted to be a cheerleader, but I got accused of being a cheerleader a lot because
You
I'm
know
just like,
what?
yeah, everybody keep going. You're doing great. And people would come live and like, you just get so elated and the emotions and your team surrounded.
People
And it's just like, you
need
feel the
that
love.
though.
You
They
just
need
start
you to share with
crying.
them, I
It's
think.
so good.
Well, and
Yeah,
they need that support. They need that
for
love. They need that
sure.
encouragement. And I say,
Yes,
take away. I mean, so many times we don't get cheerleaded in life. So, like when
exactly.
you come into a supportive, nurturing environment, and I loved how right out the gate, I love how you would get where everybody was from, and you had it on this
I
map, and so
had to
everyone
map all the
knew
points.
who was in the course. Oh, it was amazing. Over
I
a
think
hundred people
someone
on.
said, I think it was Edward said something like, there are little consciousness bubbles because of the map that I used. They looked like little
Oh, that's
upside down raindrops. And there were just little consciousness bubbles lit up all around the planet. And it was just really neat to see all these connections, all these different continents involved. And we were all just, the
well.
energy. Oh my God, it's
You're
so
gonna
good.
have you're gonna need to do another map this time because we have people signed
Yeah.
up from like literally
Yeah. I keep
all
seeing those
corners.
posts. I'm like, this is awesome. This is getting so big. This is great.
I'm like,
We're keep
it's amazing. It's
it's so good.
amazing.
It's
So
so it
amazing.
feels so good, you guys. It's I can't explain to you what an incredible gift this is for yourself. I can't take full credit because my mother fully was part of getting me into the course, but it's the most beautiful gift that you can give to yourself. The personal introspection and the connections to other people. Those two things alone are worth it. But then on top of that, you get to learn how to communicate with spirit, and you get to you get all this one-on-one time with these mediums and all this coursework material. And like, come on, stop it. Like this
And
is,
one-on-one time with each other, and you get to
I get
learn. I don't know.
chills.
You get to learn from people from all over the world, and
Yes,
you're practicing at your own pace because we all have busy schedules.
exactly.
So you can pop in and catch up when you need to, or
That's the best
you
part.
can. Oh, isn't it? You got to keep it
Yeah,
fluid
I mean,
because
if
people's
you're not
lives are
ready
busy.
to if you're like me and you're not until 2, 3 in the morning and you're like, bing, and you're like, all right, let's study spiritual stuff. And like, that's
Let's
when I
go
start
in
going on
there. Let's
YouTube
go
and
in there.
yeah.
Hey,
So, and that's when you feel like catching up and that's when you do it. And if you get what you put into it. So if you just want
yep.
to just kind of stay behind the scenes and observe, then awesome, do that. That's where you are on your path.
Use your
If
angel
you want to be
cards.
out there and you want to go live, do that. That's awesome too. But everything in between, it's all good. It's all groovy,
Well,
baby.
it's totally everybody's at different varying, comfort levels, and so you can go live or you can hang back. You can practice on
Exactly.
through Messenger with other students, and not only are you
That was,
practicing
yeah,
on others, but you're getting like little mini readings the entire time. Isn't that cool?
exactly. That's the other thing, the mini readings. And it was so much fun having different people channel, we would do each other in the class and just surprise ourselves. Like, I can't believe I just got that
I
right.
know.
Like, oh my, I would have been questioning myself otherwise, but I've got this amazing group going, no, you got it. Trust that instinct. Keep going with that.
Confirmation
Expand.
that somebody else is getting the same thing that you're getting, and not only that, but there's several confirmations that you can get you're receiving information in many different ways, visually, auditorily, feeling wise,
Mhm.
just a knowingness. And so when somebody else gets the same thing that you're getting, and you can get it in three. So okay, I'm seeing this word and I'm hearing the angels say yes, yes, yes. So now I'm seeing and I'm hearing. That's a double confirmation.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
love that. So before the course and after the course, have you noticed any differences, like in any?
Oh my, woo.
A lot of people
So
said that. their channels were really opening during the course. A
Big
lot of
time. I mean, it got
energies.
to the point where the first week was pretty crazy because I thought I was going crazy. Like I literally thought I was going nuts. And because I wasn't able to keep up with so much that was coming in. And then you came live and you were like, oh, hey, by the way, you guys, if it's too much, you can tell them slow it down.
Yeah,
Let's,
because they can really open and expand you.
yeah,
So you just have to say, a little too much, please.
yeah. So just back off. And once I did that, then it all like, oh, so much
Settle
better.
down.
But I'll tell you before the course, it was back in 2011 that actually it was discovering the secret. I can't see the comments, so I don't know who you're waving at. The secret was what started
Lisa,
it all. And, Esther Hicks was one of the only mediums that I followed for a long time. And then I
yeah.
started visiting my mother, and she started following you. And I'm like, oh, who is this fun chick that I'm hearing you
Oh,
laugh
your
so hard
mom.
about? Let me follow her. So we started following you together and like getting together and discussing it and all that stuff. And then she like finally got me and she's like, there's a course starting in 2 weeks and I think you should do it. And I'm like, me, medium? No. She's like, just it's an
Oh,
experience. Just do
yes.
it. And I'm like,
Yes.
okay, let's jump in. Because I had asked the universe, you guys, my anxiety was so bad. I went to my
Yeah.
preliminary care doctor, and he said, your blood pressure's a little high, but there's
Wow.
nothing really going on with your heart. And I said, listen, this is serious. I don't need, no offense, but I don't need my male doctor to gaslight me right now about the pain that I'm feeling in my heart. This is intense. It's like it was hard to breathe, the anxiety. It was just I couldn't think of anything else. It dominated my life.
Yeah.
Um, so I begged him to write me a reference to go to the heart specialist, and he said the same thing.
Wow.
Your blood pressure is a little high, but there's really nothing going on with you. And I'm like, I'm not crazy. I promise there's something wrong here. And then I spoke to a friend of mine who's been into mediumship and stuff for a long time, and she's like, oh girl, it's fully psychological. It's you're ascending, but you're holding on, you're grasping, you're not
Letting go.
you're not letting go, you're not
You know,
surrendering.
that happened
And
to me.
once I learned that
Wow.
in the course,
Wow.
I can breathe
Big
again.
difference. Way long before the course, when Ascension first started happening in 2017, I started to kind of get like, oh, it was just day in and day out. And heart was pounding and the anxiety. And I
Yes.
remember
Palpitations, just
palpitations are through the
relentless.
roof and just
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep.
So I remember a friend of mine saying, you need to try EFT tapping. You need to go in a space of
It's
allowing
those,
because you're resisting. My
yep.
body was like, what's happening? Because your body
Yep.
goes into like fight or flight mode. But
Exactly.
once you kind
Exactly.
of go into it and do more grounding and EFT tapping and relax into it, because there's only one way we're going. It's not like we can say, no, thanks, time to get real fast.
We're all going, so you can make it
We're
easy
all
on
going
yourself, or you can drag your heels and make it really, really hard on yourself. But
harder on
that's the best
yourself.
thing about the course is like we
You
got
know,
to learn in a really intimate way. Yeah, just smooth out that ride. And
yeah. Well,
grounding.
that's
Oh,
where
I
the
learned the importance
gold.
of grounding.
Yes, the grounding is crucial. And the fact that you got that relief during the course, well, that's worth it right there.
Seriously,
Quality of life.
seriously, because I thought I was going to have to go get another specialist opinion because
Oh,
nobody was taking me
God.
seriously. And
Mm-mm.
uh, so,
You know, your story adds up with a lot of other stories that I've had. Now that I'm thinking about what you're talking about, I've had people come to me and tell me that, they've been put on antidepressants. Um, and then I'm channeling the guidance from the angels, and they're saying you're ascending, you are raising in vibration, and now
yep,
you're becoming more open and sensitive to sensing the lower vibrational frequency in your workplace, which is causing, a lot of anxiety. And the
yep.
ascension is so. So then we work with the angels to coach them through, moving into a path of relief, and you know, then they decide if they're going to stay on antidepressants or not. I've had people that are like, the noise is in the world is just my ears are too sensitive, and the light is too sensitive for their eyes. Um, and when spirit was coming in to channel through this person, they didn't know what was happening, and they were just passing out. So then
That's
they
what
went into
that's what I felt like. The
oh
first
my
time that I really, really that I felt I really had my team come in on me because I went live with somebody from the one-on-one course, and I was like, I'm going to need some help. And that morning I woke up in a panic. I'm like, you guys, I'm going to really need you to come right in. And they rushed in hard. And I was just like, just like lit up, and I had to be like, okay, all right. Yeah, let's, okay. All right. I can, yeah. Okay. Let's cool it down a little bit. Good. Excellent. This is better. All right.
We can ask for help. We can adjust this. We can do certain
Yes.
things better instead of like enduring day after day.
Right.
And
Right.
just like how you went to a specialist, this person that passed out went to get an MRI, and the doctor said there's nothing wrong, and again put him on medication to help get more oxygen to his brain. That's all they could do.
Yeah.
And the angel was just coming in like full throttle, having guidance for him. But again, um, you know, it's all about following your internal guidance system, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does this feel right to do this, move in this direction or not? So, you know, whatever anyone is telling you, whether they're whomever they are, always go in here and feel if it feels right or not.
Yeah.
This is the greatest gift you'll ever have.
Yeah.
And this
Just
internal
make
guidance,
sure this is quiet.
yeah, because so many of us is like do, 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 do. Like I'm doing a race up here. No, we don't need to do that. So if you're going to practice sensing if something feels right or not, always remember that's should be quiet. Quiet it down, or choose a moment during the day that's quiet, like when you first
I
wake
like
up.
first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
First thing
totally.
in the morning, I wake up, I feed my cat, I feed all the birds and squirrels. By the way, I've moved to this like Garden of Eden,
Oh
my
my
friend called
God,
it. And I've just been connecting with Mother Earth, Gaia. Oh, you guys, just feeding the birds alone
yeah,
feeds my
me too.
soul.
I'm like,
And it's
I
so
think
nice.
that's Snow White. I get
Pretty much that's what that's what my
yeah.
friend called me.
No way.
Snow White. Yep.
I just
So
that's
yeah,
just I don't know. I tell you, I love the feeding the crows, the ravens,
yeah,
and
I mean, right down to I even have bunnies. There are even wild bunnies.
oh wow,
Like it's
that
I
is
love it. So we're also doing like permaculture. We're going to put in a food forest, all these different fruit
oh, I
trees and
love that.
sweet potatoes in the ground and peanuts in the ground. And then we have 2 raised veggie gardens and
This is
all
so
sorts
good
of
for you.
permaculture stuff. We're doing solar and rainwater collection. So I
Oh,
live in Hurricane Alley. We had Irma came through 2 years ago this week. And that was a little wake up call. So we moved into a monolithic dome home. My mother actually built it. I don't know how many years ago, but it's a 3-story
wow.
monolithic dome home. And I live on the ground floor, which is like its own studio apartment. And then she's up on the second and third floor. And the property is just big and it's junk, like it's a small property, but the junkly quality of it, these huge trees, which I finally just learned the name of the main tree on my property, Evelyn. Um,
Oh, I
but
love it.
these trees are just, I can't wait to do more video and show you all, but I'll do that in the private group, if that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I love that. And when you go out and you tune into the energy of the trees and the guidance that they have. No, you think that's hokey at first, man. And then you go out and then you do it. And
Just
then
do it.
and then you're in your home and the tree is calling you out to it to come and ground yourself. It has guidance for you. Everything has energy, and if it has energy, you can channel the guidance from it. It's all we think, oh no, yeah, right. Yeah. A
Just try
lot
it,
of
you guys.
yeah. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Sorry,
The
my
second this video is over, you're feeling anxious, go outside, hug a tree, or
yeah,
just sit at the base of
for
a tree.
reals.
Just
Yeah.
drink some nice spring water, definitely spring water. Get your
And then you
crystals.
know, is the anxiety energy or is it something else? You'll know as soon as you sit and lean your back up against a tree.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So, have you noticed that you're able to connect and tune in with spirit much more since the course?
I have.
Or
Here's the thing is because I've got so much going on here at my old house, is that I haven't put as much time in it as I could. But I talk to them a lot. And the thing is, you're going to say, what? Yes, I live in Florida. No, we do not have air conditioning. My mother chose to build this monolithic dome home with no air conditioning. So the funny thing is that it's so hot in there. I've always got industrial fans going. I'm going to install a mini split on my floor down on the
God.
bottom. But in the meantime, until I sell this house, I've just got the fans. So I'm always so warm. But one of the biggest confirmations that I get from spirit, it's chills. I'll get them down my back, down my arms, all over my scalp. And you can't, that's not, I know I'm not cold because I'm sitting there sweating. I know those chills are spirit confirming me. So yeah,
You're
all
like,
the time.
thank
And it's so
you.
funny. I woke up
Could
this
you just blow
morning
some
and
cold air on me?
pretty much. I woke up this
But
morning, I
that
saw
is
that you had the video from Archangel Michael. And I was like, all right, guys, I felt the need to draw a card. It had been a while. So I pulled out the trusty deck from the 101 course, Angel
awesome.
Therapy, which I
Oh,
love,
yeah.
Drawing Virtue.
Yeah.
And I start shuffling it, and I'm kind of listening to you, kind of trying to separate my cards because they needed some shuffling. And then I just sat right up and I'm like, all right, guys, who wants to talk? And then without like a second later, whing, out comes Archangel Michael. And I'm like, of course. Hey, what's up? And then I just kind of looked over to the door where he stands, and I was just like, hey, buddy, thanks. You got me. Okay.
Confirmation.
It's going to be a good day.
Double confirmation. Thank you.
Right?
He was pretty full throttle yesterday when I channeled him. I was like, ooh.
I felt that. It felt
You
good.
got it on when he really has something to say. I'm just doing the best I can to ground myself. It's pretty full throttle.
Agreed.
Oh, I love it. Yes. Yeah. Lissa's just answering some questions. This course is coming up. It's going to be September 15th till the 30th. A lot of you guys have heard me talk about it. And I'm really passionate about helping people connect with spirit because it's so high vibrational. Your team is so high vibrational, and it just brings so much joy and so much. It just expands your life to a whole other level that you can't even imagine. And then, of course, connecting with other high vibrational people online and making new friendships from all over the world. Like, it's just going to be brilliant. It's an absolute joy, to be honest. And this one is going to be for 2 weeks for $125. So if anyone's interested, they can go to KristenDaviesMedium.com. And you know what? We're just going to keep shining our light brightly for all to see. That's what we do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, cheerlead away, because that's what people need in this world. That's what we all need. We need that positivity. We need that support for one another.
Agreed.
And so I'm super, super pumped about it.
Me too.
So I'm thanking you for coming on with me.
Thank you for having me. Everyone, thank you for your patience in the beginning. Thank you, Alyssa, for filling in and answering questions. And
you got to go back and watch the beginning, because I'm talking about someone who likes to play a lot of pranks, played a couple pranks on me and Alyssa the other day. So you gotta
Stop it. I almost voice clipped you about that earlier today. No, stop it. I almost said something. I was like, nope, I'm going to leave it until later. That's hilarious. We'll talk later about it.
Oh, it was we were like, oh my God. It was unbelievable.
You can't make this up.
He's stepping forward again. Because he backed off.
Amen.
And now he's stepping forward again, which is awesome.
I talk to him all the time. He knows that.
Great. You gotta totally tell me what to do. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you for joining us. And we'll
bye, everybody. We'll see you in September.
Bye.
Bye.